Hey, my name is Dr. Nought, this is Pyre, and today... Well, last time, let's just start with this. Last time, Jodariel left. She left. She's gone. Forever? I'm not sure. Let's go talk to somebody in the black wagon. Hedwyn. You find Hedwyn on his own after Jodariel's liberation. You sense straight away what is on his mind. The two of them were close through much of his life. He looks up at you, but his familiar smile is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, my friend. I should be in a much better mood right now. It's just... I can't believe she's gone. Then he shakes his head. Listen to me. I'm talking like she's... He falls silent again. You can tell he needs some time to himself right now, and turn to leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave me here just yet. First of all, my friend, thank you. I don't like to think of it in quite these terms, but out of all of us, I really hope she'd manage to get out of here. She's been here the longest, not to mention, I'd probably be dead 10 times over by now if not for her. What's more, maybe other than Volfred himself, I have a feeling she's really going to make an impact on this plan of ours, back on the other side. Just the same, though, I am gonna miss her. You and Hedwyn share some memories of Jodariel for a time, but it grows clear to you that he needs some time alone. Thanks again, my friend. I hope that one day all of us can meet again. Jody, she'd be happy on that day, I bet. It is very late now. We part ways. We're bidding each other a good evening. I know it's late, Hedwyn, but let's jump in here and try this again because we failed twice last time, so let's see if we can actually do this. Just name the victim and I shall be more pleased to make him or her suffer for a bit. Well, we've only got one that is sufferable. That one again? We shall see if he fares any better this time. I don't think he will. I think we gained some more experience since last time, I think. But I promise we'd try this each time. So from now, I tried it twice last time. From now on, we'll try it once per episode at the beginning to see if we can actually pass this. I don't want to spend too much time doing this because it's pretty much optional, but I want to try. So here we go. They're just so fast. Jump! I already effed it up. Oh, good, I have the... Oh, yeah, I have that little thing that leaves me here. I need to jump this and then hit them on the way back. I missed both of them. I need to... How... Oh, God. Alright, well, at least we've mutually destructed here. Oh, God, nope. Let's run up here. It's one-on-one. Oh, I should have jumped. This is hard. This is real... I keep making the same mistakes, though, so watch this. Oh, what? Man, oh man. Alright, well this will be over quick. Again. How did that not hit? Oh, what? I thought I was blocked! Fortunately, this one's so slow. Just in time. Alright, let's go for it. Alright. We're getting pushed around real hard here. Oh, what the? No! I juked myself. Alright, ready? Oh, blow. I thought I could dance around. I'm going for it. Oh, the dash. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, here's what I gotta knock them out permanently. Shut up! Why is that so much faster? I think what's going on is the enemies that we're going against here, they're much higher enlightenment level than we are. I'm not, yeah, like they're faster than me. Their aura attacks are way quicker. So I don't think Hedwyn is supposed to be able to do this yet. Son of a... Can I do this fast enough? Oh, oh man. Ah, you punk. Alright. We gotta wait more for him. This is too hard. Good job, Sandra. You got us again. 0-3 with Hedwyn. Let us grow stronger first. Okay. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars, the Book of Rites. So says the Book of Rites. Alright. Apologies, reader. Come back whenever you or your nomad friend are ready for more pain. Alright, just leave us be. I don't want to talk about it. Let's continue our journey. I don't even know where, because we have nowhere to go right now. Volfred, good morning, my girl. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. Alright, well, he's got a place for us, but we don't have anywhere to go via the stars. Moonlight Alcove, a small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. Volfred indicates you can await the next cycle of the rites here. Let's go. By the wishing well down there. Volfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Really? Who's in here that wants to chat? Oh, sandalwood. You find Volfred seemingly lost in thought. Then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. This wagon and I, we have many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. So we could ask what he did to earn a sentence, ask why the Nightwings disbanded, ask how he knows the lone minstrel. I'm curious about this one, actually. The two of them seem to be old acquaintances. How long have they known one another? You ask Volfred about his history with the lone minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although, he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rites and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before. He seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though, it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tiso were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? Oh, we can go through all this? Okay, let's just do it. You asked Volfred about his past in the Commonwealth and how it is he... and how it is he came to be in the downside. See, I would rephrase that to be, and how he came to be in the downside. So it's very hard to read this English that they're using here. But this is my first language, so I'll keep trying. How rather forward of you, my girl. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. An illegal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within, as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. Okay. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the Highwing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but not for long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and the short of it. Now then, was there anything else? Yeah, one last thing here. You expressed interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be here, and Volfred's past connection to the group. I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me, in a matter, as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Erisa, and another known as Oralek. Erisa, a former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites alongside Volfred and Oralek, and I'm assuming... yeah, okay. Once in a while, we let little Tiso stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. The other triumphants we stood against, they feared us. Only the Temperors presented any threat to us in any given rite. But there was a terrible accident. Risa, we lost her. And Oralek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Olodiel. We lost him as well, on the night when he was to be free. It sucks. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the rites themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the Black Wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my girl. So wait a minute, he's a reader, we're a reader, but he fought alongside those two, so unless he's using the verb fought to be like how we are fighting in the sense that we're controlling or telling the people what to do, but if he was actually on the battlefield, how come we can't go? Like, why can't we conduct the rites ourselves as a reader? We thank Volfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Alright, that's enough in here. Let's bide our time. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care, for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. Wait, you're taking the wagon? From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside. It's an impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. And so, you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then, you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom, one by one. Many moons pass. Then, one evening. May I have a moment, reader? The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. So we've got new chapters. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader madame. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more the path towards salvation is revealed. But now, something is different. Okay, let's check it out. Ooh, an eclipse? Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed to you a single path, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Henceforth, you may choose from several different rites. Oh, cool. Choose your path towards salvation. So to backtrack, though, Solium, the golden star. It's a massive star. Oh, okay, I see. So we could go fight, or go up against The Withdrawn at goal, the South Star. We can go all the way back down there. Malith, the Bog Star, and take on the Accusers. Right. Or Ores, the Azure Star, and challenge the Dissidents. So this is where the Worms were last time, so they're... Oh, look at this. The Dissidents are led by the Kurd Barker Ashpaws. Your record against them is 1-0. Oh my god, this is gonna be like full-blown. We're gonna have a record against them. We have to do this multiple times. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's go up against the Withdrawn at the South Star. Let's go all the way back. That's so far away. The stars urge that we go to the Ridge of Goal, a long way off. Volfred, sir, how are we to reach the Ridge of Goal in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. You think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you'll find there ought be fewer rites, this time, until once more we are to traverse the Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many? It's difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought present itself much sooner than before. So let's be ready for it. Now, then, see you in the morning, reader. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spreads throughout the group. I mean, let's go. Next morning, Volfred calls everyone together before the black wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now, it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Are we able to fly? That'd be sweet. Oh, so many things are sparkling in here. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. Oh, we gotta hold this down. Okay. After having soared into the sky, the black wagon remains aloft somehow. Never thought I'd soar like this again. By the Underking! He's always excited to be flying again. We get the impression this may not be the first time for him. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There is one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing, though we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The black wagon can fly. Seek landing near the Ridge of Goal. Oh, cool, so I can control it down. Alright, let's... Whoa. Uh-oh. Sisters, we are under attack. Hold, no. We are merely being mocked. By none other than the Nightwings. Mock us all you wish, then, wastrels of the Commonwealth. The sight of you, in that utterly outlandish wagon, your mere existence is an affront to the act of flight. Would that my sisters and I could soar tireless and free as once we did, but nay, we must resort to such ignoble means of travel, such as you. Now, stay away from us, lest our vengeance should extend beyond your commonwealth and become much more personal in nature. I mean, we're just passing through. Chill the hell out. Let's boost it. Next right is still... Whoa, are they following us? So we can land over here. Right, so move this to look around. Okay, so we come over here. Or wait, what is that? What is that supposed to be? Or can I land here? The southern route to the Ridge of Goal. Baruki or Hedwyn. Okay, so we can land either in Hollow Root or Blooming Pool. Yeah, let's actually do this. Let's do our vocations. Downside Prairie. Page revealed Downside Prairie. You make a successful landing in Downside Prairie. One of the Downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. Near the southern ridge of the Downside, near the southern ridge of the Downside, memories of having first met Hedwyn, Jodariel, and Ruki come flooding back. Your companions assist with the routine inspection of the wagon. Ruki reports that the wagon's hull is well intact, did not suffer damage during flight. Hedwyn observed small fractures in the edges of the wing flaps, though on further scrutiny, this proves to not be cause for much concern. Everything else seems in order. The rest of the group got through the flight without incident. You should have some time to explore the vicinity before continuing onward toward the Ridge of Goal by land. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Tiso. Well, we already did our Beyonder Crystal thing today, so we'll work on that. But we got a lot happening here, so let's see. Wait, no, I don't want to see. Oh, maybe it was this. Colorful robes and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. So we got 2 available. She's smiling at herself, Sandra is. Oh my god. What is this? Greasestone exhibits a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. Okay. Waking wood wisps. The wisps inside provide a scarce bit of light when it is needed, all for a low monthly fee. Okay, that's nice. Downside Clinger yields fruit from time to time, but only if one says the magic word. Alright, and what do we got here? Sir Gilman. Sir Gilman is shivering there after the Black Wagon's maiden voyage through the skies. Master Reader, this knight is very, very slightly out of sorts, is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Ametha overhears and joins you. Flying's not for everyone, Sir Knight. This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it, he has yet to understand. Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion? Ah, those glorious murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits, and the like. Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying's just the same, Sir Knight. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and you now have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handle it better than some harp fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after the exchange. +1 hope for the next rite? Maybe he'll come with us. Alright, so we've got new chapters and stuff? Holy Moses. So how many of these do we have? Okay, so we've got a few things to read here, apparently. So let's get to it. So this is chapter 2. Living in Exile. In the words of Jamur Minimane, the Alpha Chief. Once I, too, roamed free. I remember well those days in which I was called Chief. I traveled all the world over my 4 good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here, at last, I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place the Downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. And over here, Chapter 3, Forsaken Lands. In the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch, years upon long years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once writhed under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so, we think, did they. We earned the title Witch, and were forced to flee, into the downside. Here we encountered Solium Mur, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both, then. Downside Prairie. In the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch, the downside is connected to our realm via a single artery, the river named for our prestigious sap colleague, Lu Sklorian. That river gushes into seeming nothingness. That seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be the downside. Its existence undermines thousands of years of thought about the composition of our world. The downside's southern edge we call the Sandfolds. It is a desecrated wasteland, speaking well to this land's lack of hospitality. Here, the strength of many who survived the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant downside prairie, a better place to perish, to be sure. Alright. Mount Elodiel, in the words of Molten Melith, the Wild Witch. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Elodiel involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery, in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable. The sensation that we felt, indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites, and felt, together, for the first, a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. Alright, then we go to chapter 4. Celestial Landmarks, in the words of Lu Sklorian, 100 Minds, the scholar. Let's call him Sklorian. That's what I was saying before, right? Do you feel a kinship with the stars? You owe your everything to them. Perhaps, one day, even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge, for how is it that something can be shared, but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond, but set me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks, which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land, and see ourselves in a new light. The Book of Rites, in the words of Lu Sklorian. I keep changing the pronunciation. Lu Sklorian, 100 Minds, the scholar. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Ark, whom we banished to the great beyond, for deeds irredeemable. Suffice it that the details of their banishment are written in this book. The sisters and the book became inseparable, not unlike the stars, their light, and the infinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to us, and you in turn. The words within this book are but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text, the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. The stars above, as they are not mere lights, these are not mere words. If you chance upon the Sisters of the Ark within their prison here, give them our thanks. We got chapter 7. 9 triumvirates. In the words of Haub the Swallow, the accursed. At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill. But the Horned One, Myr, implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what? I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fight about this still. Myr is stubborn, more than I am. Now, herein, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumphants, for I am of this land, unlike the rest, who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity arise. Thus did we organize those striving for the chance into 9 sets of 3. And then chapter 8. On Commonwealth. In the words of Triesta Tethys, Blessed Born. We, the 8, assembled here together in the downside, and we gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It is my charge to ensure that you, should you regain your freedom, first off recognize its qualities, and also use it wisely. Do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought that they could take me anywhere, and then they took me here, where I am bound. It is your charge to be free, and not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here, and learn from what we did, and build a new and great society, a free society, wings spread wide for everyone. And in the words of multiple scribes, that's the Book of Rites for now. What's this here? Oh, we looked at it already. It just glows up normally. Okay. Let's survey Blooming Pool. You volunteer to survey the lush overgrowth around the wagon, together with Ruki and Pamitha. Come on then, sister. Pamitha's been waiting for us. The search turns up nothing much of note. The wandering with Ruki and Pamitha proves reprieve from a long day on the road. Together you return to the wagon in somewhat better spirits. You should have time remaining, with which you may pursue your vocations. I'm gonna mentor a companion. This is like totally worth it. Alright, who's lowest? Ray's pretty low. Sir Gilman. Let's see, I'm actually gonna push Pamitha up. I'm gonna bring Sir Gilman out on the next one, but I'm gonna bring Pamitha out too. And then one of the other, someone else we'll see. So let's mentor, well, we mentored her before. Let's do Sir Gilman. Did we mentor him before too? Whatever. Let's go by a rule. We'll just choose the lowest person, Sir Gilman. This knight shall be your eager protege. Sir Gilman gains a somewhat stronger grasp of how to better pass the celestial orb through strength of will and trust in one's triumvirate than through dexterity alone. He nods in understanding. Nice work. So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing, here and now, the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Do it. Alright, so we've got, if Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. Quick draw. After using a slash, Sir Gilman can use it again to instantly return to his previous position. Press B to use slash during a right. Okay. For greater cleave. Sir Gilman's slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. Let's see that one. When this knight grasps the orb, his instincts then take hold, spurring him to greater feats of glory. Cool, so he's coming out on the next one for sure. Let's continue on our journey. At dawn, everyone seems to have recovered from the rigors of your maiden voyage across the skies. It is time to return to the Ridge of Goal and confront the Withdrawn once again, whom I'm assuming got better. So we'll see how this goes. Holy Moses, we got so many page reveals here. Let's go. What's going on up here again? What the? This thing is just floating around. Alright, back to the book, because this is what we do. And we're gonna do it well. Is this the one with the 8 scribes? I guess. Alright. The 8 scribes, in the words of Golathanian, the Master General. We found each of the others in due time, by fate, not by coincidence. Wise Lu Sklorian stood among the trees, gazing at the stars, expecting us. The wild witch, Melith, was so enthralled by my liege's utter transformation, she stayed her sorceries. Blessed-born Triesta swooped down upon us, but to warn of imminent attack. The many-maned Jomur thus intervened, and shared with us his humor and his hunt. Even the Underking Ores himself sought out an audience with us. Thus, we became the 8, and journeyed on together. And then where's the other one? Here? The Ridge of Goal. In the words of Lu Sklorian, 100 Minds, the scholar, the serpent titan Gandroth turned to brittle stone not long after his death. Of that you may be certain. What remains is a flat, elevated basin that stands us closer to the heavens. Among the fallen Gandroth's hide, the stars themselves alight, and you shall know you stand on sacred ground. We set the metal sigils, lit the candle flames, and we emblazoned on the rock-like forms the sigil of our passage to and from this land. And then, the stars themselves, they did reply to us. They sang, shining bright, their voices loud and clear. We understood their cadence, and we knew how often to return. The Book of Rite. So, didn't we read this? Yeah. Okay, so we're good. So then, well, yeah, we gotta talk to Ruki. You find Ruki having just put back his Greentail family portrait. There is something of a wistful look in his eyes. And something comes over him, and he moves in close, lowering his voice. Look, sister, I gotta level with you about something here real quick. Truth is that I haven't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation. He hesitates a while. Then we ain't exactly quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine, and we got lots of money stored away. It's just mostly locked up in savings bonds, and he seems to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale and relents before you can respond, one way or another. The situation is my mom back on the other side. She needs a little bit of help, financially and otherwise. All she's got now are my knuckle-headed uncles to keep her steady. Always told her I'd make something of myself, you know. I was just a clerk in her shop. Things started getting tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. Got in with some unseemly sorts, I guess, but the pay was real good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, of all places, flushing it straight down the river, watertight. The pay was right. Mom was so proud of me. We were eating real good all the time. But you can probably guess what happened. I barely scraped by after they flushed me down here. Would have been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody not bailed me out of a tight spot one fine evening. As for my mom, she doesn't know the half of it. My uncles told her I'm away on business. Not entirely untrue, I guess, but if she knew, it'd break her poor heart. So, don't know how else to put this, sister, but I want to get out of here. Get back to what I was doing back home. On the straight and narrow, though. We go straight this time for sure. Just don't go telling everybody that old Ruki Greentail is just a mama's boy, okay? I got a certain reputation to uphold. He quickly scampers out the door. His past has been weighing heavily on him, but you sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. I was thinking of roster bio update? What? Where do I get roster bio updates at? Okay, I don't know. Falconron, hey guys, say, what are you guys doing all the way back here? You know it's not so bad here. I was thinking, I got some pretty good stuff. I think you ought to check it out. Give it to me. What is this? 80. We don't have enough money for that, but we're buying these. +1, +2, talismans all the way, yo. Oh, we got... Wait. I mean, only usable by Jodariel. Should I hang on to it in case she comes back? She's not coming back, right? So, in theory, I should sell this. I'm gonna sell it. If she comes back, I'm gonna be a little heaved. But there you are. Even though he does have it here, so how much is he selling it for? Ugh, double! Alright, so we've got +1, +2. And we do the rule. 11, 12, 12, 11, 11. That thing. Alright, so I want to upgrade the people we're bringing out, so let's give him a +1. There you go, +6. And I think... Should we bring out Tiso? I'm gonna give it to Hedwyn, just cause he's like the leader. And let's gain some money on this, right? We'll bring out Hedwyn as well. So we'll bring out Hedwyn, Sir Gilman, and Pamitha. That sounds about right. Pleasure doing business with you guys, so okay, let's start the rite. Though the now familiar surroundings of the Ridge of Goal made preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. At last. Well, Ray, I have every faith in your ability in this. Blessed by the 8 scribes who created this celestial contest, through which exiles such as ourselves may demonstrate our capacity for faithfulness and strength. We wish them all good fortune in turn. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in calm and silence, and await the Withdrawn. Yeah, so we know this little tip here. We've seen that, so...
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew.
Hooray!
Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Withdrawn. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Milde. Previous time, you defeated us. Defeated. This time, all for slack. Islak. No matter the result, and no matter the cost. The Withdrawn. Let us show them what the Nightwings can do. What did that say? Frozen Soul? We have grown strong. The power of Islak courses through our veins. I was afraid of that. You sense Udmilde speaks the truth. The Withdrawn are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Fantastic. Do not underestimate them.
Who shall stand together here this night?
So I can look at them. Oh, cool. So her talisman is Frozen Soul. Rank 20! At the start of the rite, your adversary's Pyre automatically suffers damage, -20. That's fun. Then we got this Twilight Shard. When flinging the orb into the adversary's Pyre, the bearer deals bonus damage. Oh god. Same with this one. Alright. Cool. So we're gonna choose Hedwyn.
Hedwyn. Summon. Sir Gilman. Pamitha. It is done.
Oh, I'm ready for them. Hear us, Islak. Bring us thy terrible power. Alright, we don't have much of a defense now that Jodariel's gone. So... Oh, you little... What are you supposed to be?
Now take it!
Let's go.
A rude predicament for the Withdrawn. Glory to the Night Wings first of all.
Alright, so Pamitha's turn. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Come on, Pamitha. Okay.
Pyre cannot take much more of
The
that.
jump, the jump.
The Night Wings' adversaries gained an edge. Oof. Goodbye, Hedwyn.
Oh no! That little punk. Wait, who is... What just happened? Alright, we're all back.
Ooh.
How? No! Jeez. Oh my gosh. Ah!
Was almost
That's not good. Oh my god. They keep self-destructing themselves, but... Step off. Alright, yeah, you go take them out if you want. I don't care. Jeez.
the orb.
Get out of here.
Onward thus to greater glory.
Alright, reset essentially. Oh. No!
Udmilda casts herself into the
Milda.
fire.
Mildy is what I was saying. I think of your name. Bye-bye.
The orb is up.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Doused the adversary's flames.
This is tough stuff. Let's go. Jesus. See ya.
Beauteous.
We're gaining stuff back, right? When he goes in. Even now the ashes of our pyre mingle with his lifeblood. Veil or no, you shall not interfere with his return. I wonder if they're gonna get like bosses. Hit him. Wow, that was good.
Udmilda sets herself ablaze.
12. Uh-oh.
You seem unable to stop these people. Quite the close call there, no?
Oh, no. Come back.
Hedwyn plunged into their fire.
This is close.
Your victory is at hand.
I don't like this. No!
And it is
No!
done. The Withdrawn prevail. Perhaps a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked. Perhaps your
man.
fortune shall be better next time.
You and the Nightwings may have experienced your first defeat, but this is not the end. Rather, this is an opportunity for you and your fellow exiles to press onward. Hedwyn, for example, learned a valuable lesson this night. Oh yeah? A rush of enlightenment gained from surviving a tough situation, afforded only this one time. Through failure do we tend to learn the most valued of the lessons, provided we survive, the Book of Rites. So too has Sir Gilman, not in spite of this setback with the Withdrawn, but because of it. And Pamitha is no exception. She has gained more insight here as well. Your fellow exiles all shall gain enlightenment, and learn and grow from what transpired. And your story shall continue. The choice of whether to accept such outcomes, now and all throughout your quest, is to be yours alone. Ha! Islak, grow stronger, stronger! Now, to darkness we return. Could have had that. More honor to one day regain!
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
Yeah, we could have had that. We were so close. She should be pushed up. There you go.
If only wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. Well, here, learn something new. After saluting her adversaries, Hamatha instantly switches places with her nearest ally. Oh, interesting. Hamatha can use her dash ability in rapid succession and for less stamina. 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Hamatha moves 30% faster than usual. I didn't really use her on the last one, so I should really learn to use her better. So we got that. Should give her a better talisman too. I think. I don't remember what she has, but yeah, we got new souvenirs from our travels across the downside. So now we're 1-1 against the Withdrawn. Yeah, what's this? I don't know. You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles ceded victory to Withdrawn, and find Volfred waiting for you there. He's here? Oh, there. An unfortunate result back there, my girl. Let us focus on the bigger picture now. I have something that I wish to share with you, if you have a moment. We have discussed the plan, of which we're all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars, for once you saw but one. Alright, let's take a look. Let's just go to the closest one. Several shining stars, a trick of the eye or the will of the scribes. Who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision, many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realize that, in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we, in turn, influence the triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Henceforth, you may use Volfred's planner to see your current progress. An object that shows the relative standings between the 9 triumvirates and the rites. Whichever triumvirate curries the most favor shall confront the Nightwings for a chance at freedom. Look upon it now. Interesting! What in the hell? Using Volfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Volfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now, or anytime in the Black Wagon, or while searching the stars. Alright, so we don't know... We don't know when that is. We've liberated one. Probability of success, current best estimate that the Revolution Brewing and the Commonwealth shall succeed at 29%. Okay. So then we're up top here. We're always up top. And so what's this? The triumvirate with the highest favor is poised to take on the Nightwings in the next liberation rite. And right now, that is the Fate. Okay. The Essence have dropped. Emperors are just down there. Oh, that's because they lost on the last one. Okay. So who just beat us? We just lost to the Withdrawn. 4 and 5. Times the Withdrawn have prevailed and been defeated in the rites since your journey began. Oh, they're 4 and 5. Oh, I see. We're 8 and 1. Okay, okay, okay. So it's not against us. It's in general. Fire Hearts. My god, they suck. Alright, this is cool. So where is this in the... Oh, so we can view it here. Do I have to choose one? I don't want to choose one yet. This is not how this works. Okay. Alright, but I'm just gonna go to the closest one. Hobe the Midnight Star. And we're going up against... Dalbert. Wait. Those are the top people, right? Yeah, led by the Cur Dalbert Oldheart. Alright, yeah, let's take out the Fate if they beat us. If we beat them, we should knock them down, right? Is that how that works a little bit? I don't know. Since they're number 2, let's go after them. So we're to go against the fate again. Adversaries or no, I hope Dalbert and Almer have been holding up. Seems they've been through quite a lot. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent, he and his son. The so-called Almer the Helpless. Ever present at his father's side, he was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage, as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs, thought to be descended from Jomur Minimane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kur traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of officials. One day he insisted on celebrating Fang Song, against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well-founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. An old Kur holiday, in which a single pack of Kurs vanquished an entire Imperial brigade, and Jomur's Jaw and Jomur's Minimanes ran red that day, the song of the chief. As for Almer, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough, his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual Kurs residing in Jomur Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the Rites, and helped to revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fates. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet, still, they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Poor Dalbert seems like a decent enough sort, same for his son. In any case, we'll see them soon enough. Let's get some rest now. You bid Hedwyn a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. Alright. These episodes are getting long, but they're getting a lot more interesting in my opinion, and a lot more texty. Texty. Like with words. Alright. Thanks for watching. Of course, I'll see you next time. We will continue our... The journey shall continue. Take care. Goodbye.